So I've been with the Westpac Group now for 6 years, and then for the last 3 years in my current role, which is a Senior Manager for Leadership Development. The role really encompasses providing a range of leadership development solutions across each of the major brands that sit within the Westpac Group. I have a small team, but we cover an enormous array of leaders. We have over 5,500 leaders, and we provide a multi-ranging curriculum that should appeal to our people leaders within the contact centre through to senior leaders that might sit within our investment bank or within BT. So the catalyst for us in engaging with AGSM was really around where we were as an organisation and what we were trying to achieve with leadership development. Our mission as a company is to be one of the world's best companies and to help our customers, community and people grow. So therefore we really need leaders that can excel in a number of areas. We'd been on a journey which was to say, how do we get consistently great leadership across the organisation, which have been around bringing, as I said, consistency in terms of process and probably reducing some of the different things that we did. It was then critical for us to actually look ahead and say, what do we need to have as a differentiator, and who can we partner with that can provide thought leadership, that can provide enough breadth to cover an organisation of our size and to really keep stretching our leaders to develop where we need them to go in the future. So as I mentioned, the journey that we were on, it was really critical that we partnered with the right provider, and we had some really key needs as we sat there and thought, well, what is going to help us get where we need to get to? As we looked at the different options, there were a number of things that really stood out for us in terms of what AGSM could provide. We loved the breadth of coverage in terms of the expertise across a range of different disciplines amongst the faculty. We loved the fact that we had done work with them in a number of areas in the past, and we thought, well, how can we get more from them? And recognising as well that we probably needed to come to that party as well and say, well, look, here is a really big chunk of work that's pivotal to our strategy, and who can we partner with? And I suppose it was then during the discussions that we had, we also got a sense of the willingness and the responsiveness that we needed to work with us. We recognised it wasn't always going to be easy, particularly at the beginning in setting this up. So we really did value the attributes that we saw, which was that willingness, as I said, to be flexible and partner with us to achieve the right outcomes for the organisation. Another really important impact that AGSM has had with our business is enabling us to deliver high quality thought leadership in the leadership area to other areas of the business that we previously haven't focused on. To give you an example, we can now have a fantastic array of real high quality leadership development for both our top end, so those that are successors to be general managers, and really help accelerate their development to those positions by bringing in as well partnerships that AGSM has with international business schools as well, and really stretch those individuals in the right way. But equally, we've got over 5,500 leaders within the group, so it's just as important that we can offer best of breed leadership development to our people leader population, which is really large and has some quite diverse needs. So to see groups of people leaders in areas such as the contact centre or areas such as BT able to build their resilience through programs that we've built with AGSM to help them for the year ahead is equally really important, and that's had a great impact on how they currently lead and how they'll be well placed to move into the future. So we're now about 15 months into the relationship with AGSM, and I personally think that we're in a really great place. Westpac as an organisation sets really high expectations on any supplier that we work with, particularly one that's really given such responsibility to have such a positive impact in our organisation. And I think AGSM are really well placed to actually now take us to the next level. We've had some conversations that have at times been tough, and I think that was a necessary thing that we needed to do. However, we've done really well, and what I'm most impressed with is the level, as I said, of flexibility, but also added to that a tenacity and a willingness to move forward with us and find the optimal solution, and always being able to find the match between the thought leadership and the best practice that AGSM and their partners bring, but hearing us in terms of the pragmatic and practical approach that will resonate most with our leaders. And I think the best thing of all is that we've now got a really fantastic, as I said, array of solutions which are all anchored to our refresh strategy. So as we look at the financial year ahead, we're in a really good place to leverage all of those investments that we've made and get a really fast growth of leadership capability in the year ahead.